What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So it's unfortunate that undefeated 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, who is the reigning unified welterweight world champion and widely acknowledged and recognized as the #1 pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, and Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford is 40 wins, no losses, no draws, 31 wins by way of knockout, 36 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Terence Crawford is now being critiqued because reports have come out that 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is the undisputed super middleweight world champion and widely acknowledged as the face of the sport of boxing and top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Saul Canelo Alvarez is the undisputed super middleweight champion. He's 60 wins, no losses, no draws. 60 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. Reports come out from ESPN Deportes, ESPN Mexico, that they had conversations and insight and information that Canelo Alvarez has narrowed it down to 2 choices of opponents. We know Canelo Alvarez historically and typically fights on 2 dates. Cinco de Mayo weekend, and he fights Mexican Independence Day weekend, which is the first weekend in May and the second weekend in September. Okay? Now, the September weekend sometimes varies. This year, he fought September 30th, opposed to fighting, which was September 14th. So, and that's because he's, things happened, fights got pushed back, venues wasn't available. So, but he typically fights on those 2 dates. So now it's been said that, and being reported that Canelo Alvarez is going to fight undefeated 2-division world champion and the reigning WBC middleweight world champion, superstar boxer Jamal Hitman Iron Man Lions Only Charlo, who is 33 wins, no loss, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. He's the identical twin brother to Canelo Alvarez's last opponent, September 30th, which was Jamal Charlo. And it's widely reported that May 4th is going to be Jamal Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. And then it said that Canelo Alvarez now has chosen his opponent, a possible opponent, for September, and that's going to be in the form of Terence Crawford. Now, we know Terence Crawford, he has a rematch clause of his July 29th Las Vegas, Nevada T-Mobile Arena showdown when he took on then unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer Earl the Truth Spence Jr. And he defeated Errol Spence Jr. Dropped him in the second round, twice in the 7th, then stopped him in the 9th. That was a highly anticipated showdown, one of the most highly anticipated fights in the last decade, and it was on paper a 50-50 fight. But he dominated the fight and proved his dominance and proved that he is the best fighter in the world. And from that point forward, that made him a 2-division undisputed champion. Terence Crawford has his sights set on history and wants to become a 3-division undisputed champion. He actually wanted to be a 4-division undisputed champion because he wanted to fight Jamal Charlo, who was the undisputed junior middleweight champion and a close friend to Errol Spence and trained by 2-time well-renowned trainer of the year, future Hall of Famer Derrick James, who trains Errol Spence. So it's a storyline there. Jamal Charlo is undisputed. It would be undisputed versus undisputed at 154. He wanted that fight. He would have been undisputed at 154. And then he wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez. That would have made him a 4-division undisputed champion should he be successful. But unfortunately for Terence Crawford, the ball didn't bounce in that direction. The chips fell opposite of what he wanted it to fall. And Jamal Charlo got the opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez and attempt to become 2-division undisputed champion, jump up 2 weight classes, and he lost, right? He got dropped in the 7th and then lost unanimous decision. So now it's said that Canelo Alvarez is eyeing Terence Crawford for September. And people are now saying that Terence Crawford is ducking Errol Spence, who is 28 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. Now they're saying Terence Crawford is ducking Errol Spence to fight Canelo Alvarez at 168. Now, how could that be possible? He already fought Errol Spence. He dominated Errol Spence. Now, Errol Spence is attempting to put an asterisk by it because Errol Spence is saying that he had cataracts that prevented him and hindered his vision before the fight. He had a broken rib going into the fight that he couldn't get the pain injections until a week before the fight. He couldn't get approved for it. And the weight was hindering him, the weight drain. So Terence Crawford wasn't happy with that because that takes away from Terence Crawford's victory. Now you're saying you beat a handicapped man, right? You didn't beat me at full strength, but he dominated the fight, right? Now, who knows if those issues, I have no doubt he had those issues, but he shouldn't have took the fight. He should have pulled out the fight. So who knows if the fight would have been different if he didn't have the eye injuries, or if he didn't have the broken rib, if they fought at 154. Who's to say that the fight would have played out different? Nobody knows. But the facts remains is that he dominated the fight. That's what we do know. We don't know how it would have played out, but we do know he dominated the fight. That's what we do know. And so with that said, right, Canelo Alvarez is a bigger guy. Canelo Alvarez is a far more accomplished guy than Errol Spence. And Terence Crawford will be jumping up 3 weight classes to challenge Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez has never been knocked out. He's only been visibly hurt once or twice his entire career, against Miguel Cotto brother and against Gennady Golovkin. Canelo Alvarez has an extremely high ring IQ. He has combination punches. He's slick. He's the total package. And he's bigger. So Terence Crawford will be going up to 168 from 147. 21 pounds north. So he's ducking Errol Spence to fight Canelo Alvarez, who's 20 pounds heavier. Now we got to make this make sense now. He's 21 pounds heavier, right? And going to rehydrate heavier than that, because when it comes to Devin Haney and Gervonta Tate Davis, we talk about what they're going to rehydrate to. So what is Canelo Alvarez going to rehydrate to? Right? So he is preventing Terence Crawford now, is ducking Errol Spence, and he is standing in the way of undefeated 2-time WBC super middleweight world champion, Mexican Ecuadorian superstar boxer David the Mexican Monster Benavidez, who is 28 wins, no loss, no draw, 24 wins by way of knockout, 27 years of age, 6'2" with a 75-inch arm reach. He's preventing David Benavidez from getting his opportunity. No, Terence Crawford is not preventing David Benavidez from getting his opportunity. Canelo Alvarez is choosing Terence Crawford over choosing David Benavidez. And why would Terence Crawford turn down the opportunity of a lifetime? He's going to get the biggest bag he's ever got in his career. He's going to get an opportunity to cement his legacy and his history forever. If Terence Crawford jumps up from 147, fights Canelo Alvarez at 168, and beats Canelo Alvarez and becomes undisputed in 3 separate weight classes, he's going to historically put himself, no doubt, in the top 10 all time, and maybe in the top 5. And some people may say he's the greatest fighter all time, especially if he retires undefeated. So we're going to say that he's ducking Errol Spence to fight Canelo Alvarez, right? Because this is what people are sending me. Oh man, you are proving Terence Crawford ducking Errol Spence rematch, and he owes it to Errol Spence to give him the rematch because Errol Spence went out his way to give him the fight and he conceded. Oh, with that, yes, I completely understand that. As far as the political side goes, yes, right? But Terence Crawford also was owed for Errol Spence not to make and let the world know he had all of these issues going into the fight to minimize his accomplishments. So now Terence Crawford feels a certain kind of way. And he wants to create history, and he'll be 37 in September. Now, I believe David Benavidez should get his opportunity over Terence Crawford, no doubt. But Terence Crawford attempting to be great, and this is a big fight. You talking about the best fighter in the world fighting the biggest superstar boxer in the world. That's also a first ballot Hall of Famer and still in his prime in Canelo Alvarez. There's no such thing as ducking in that situation. Unless you're Canelo Alvarez. Now, Canelo Alvarez is strategically ducking David Benavidez. And he thinks the Terence Crawford fight is more winnable because Terence Crawford is smaller. But it's not Terence Crawford, Paul. We got to knock it off. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.